Cathy White.
All right, well, let's do it like
who was
this.
actually carrying his baby while you was faking it.
She was black and blue, blood on the floor, just like in this movie when Beyonce killed the mistress and the mistress had claimed to be pregnant. I think she told us what she did. It's in everyone's face. No conspiracy.
Allegedly, the song Daughter on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album.
I love that one.
Well, it's potentially a murder confession about Jay-Z's mistress, Cathy White.
What?
Buckle up. On August 28th, 2011, Beyonce announced her pregnancy at the MTV VMAs.
Corey, I'm talking about Cathy White.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress,
yeah,
who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm.
Cathy White didn't just pass away. Some folks say she vanished under the strangest circumstances, and now the whispers are getting louder. Everybody's heard the rumors about her being Jay-Z's alleged side chick, but here's what really got people shook. Cathy allegedly dropped some devastating tea about Hob right before she died. And here's the kicker. It was all caught on camera. Now hold up, this ain't just some old gossip. That tape, it reportedly ended up in the hands of Homeland Security during one of those major raids on Diddy's homes. And word is, it's been sitting in the evidence pile for Diddy's case this entire time. But get this, Diddy's crew, in a desperate move, is now trying to use that footage to throw Jay under the bus so their boy can slide out clean. But the feds? They ain't biting? Why? Because insiders say they already got enough dirt on Jay-Z to bury him if they wanted to. It's looking real spooky for the Rock Nation boss right now. So what did Cathy actually say in that video before she passed? And is Jay really out here ducking and dodging heat? Let's rewind to 2011.
Between the birth of Blue Ivy and the death of Cathy, here's Corey and Jordan, here's Diddy, here's Jay-Z, here's Cathy, and she was found on the floor in her apartment when she
The world was celebrating Beyonce's iconic pregnancy reveal at the VMAs. Remember when she rubbed her belly after Love on Top? But what fans didn't know, there was another woman waiting in the shadows during that very moment. This story took a dark and heartbreaking turn. Cathy White never got her moment to shine, never got to show off a baby bump, and never got the chance to watch her child grow up.
I'm gonna tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Just days after Beyonce revealed her pregnancy in that legendary 2011 VMAs moment, the blogs started buzzing, but not about Bey. A woman named Cathy White was suddenly gone. Early September 2011, reports dropped saying Cathy had passed from a so-called brain aneurysm at just 28 years old. Sounds suspicious already, right? But it gets deeper, because these same articles were claiming Cathy was Jay-Z's alleged mistress. someone didn't want her story out there. Still, with the right kind of digging, secrets don't stay buried forever, especially not this kind. So who really was Cathy White? Because let's be real, whether or not she was secretly tied to Jay-Z, her story was way bigger than that rumor. Cathy had her own light, her own lane, and her own hustle. She was building something real before it all ended too soon. She went by a few nicknames: Lil Cathy, Anna Hun, and Corey, names that popped up in her obituary.
Anything else? Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
Oh man,
That might buy you a little time. We should probably stop looking for plastic surgeons. Looking for a new life, new face. We gon' have.
Born on July 3rd, 1983 in Fort Polk, Cathy graduated from Maury High School in Norfolk back in 2000, then leveled up at Howard University in D.C., graduating in 2004. Even back in college, she stood out. There's still a rare clip of her from a 2001 Howard fashion show, and you can just feel the energy she brought. After college, she didn't waste time. Cathy got busy chasing her dreams, building a name for herself in the fitness world while running her own PR game through her company, White Label PR. But that wasn't all. Sis had range. She dabbled in songwriting, screenwriting, and even popped up in a few music and movie projects. Cathy wasn't just out here surviving. She was thriving.
And you have Jay-Z too. Beyonce too. You can't even control your wife. You gon' handle a bit like me. You can't even control that goofy bit. You should've did a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Cathy. Cause you ain't protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder why.
She wrote celeb stories for online platforms, made serious moves in the LA scene, and her network, heavy. You can still find flicks of her with big names like designer Nikki Chu, actress Chenoa Maxwell, and model Claudia Jordan. She knew people and people knew her. Cathy had big dreams and receipts to prove she was on her way. That's what makes her sudden passing even harder to swallow. Cathy and Claudia Jordan weren't just cool. They were tight, like almost sisters tight. And once they got close, Cathy started rolling with Claudia's whole celeb circle, including none other than YouTuber Jason Lee. Now he's a name you don't forget.
Cathy Coriana White.
Alright, well let's do it like this.
Actually burying his baby while you was spanking.
Jason made headlines a while back when he straight up hinted that he had dirt on Beyonce that could wreck her entire image. The drama kicked off after Jason dropped over $40,000 on Beyonce's sold-out Renaissance tour and felt like he wasn't getting the VIP treatment he expected. Feeling salty, he tried to play hardball, saying the only way he'd let it go was if Beyonce got Kelly Rowland to appear on his show.
She was black and blue, blood on the floor, just like in this movie. When Beyonce killed the mistress, and the mistress had claimed to be pregnant. I think she told us what she did. In everyone's face. No conspiracy.
And if not, he threatened to air out secrets that would blow the internet up. To tease it, he pulled a move on camera, covered his mouth with a paper and whispered the tea to his co-hosts, who acted all shocked like they didn't already know. Please, nobody bought that act. But here's where it gets messy. Fans started connecting dots. They figured Jason might have known something about Jay-Z's rumored relationship with Cathy. And how? Because of Claudia Jordan. If Claudia knew the inside story, Jason likely got the full download from her. And get this, Cathy and Claudia were regulars at those exclusive Hollywood parties. You know the ones, A-list guest lists, designer gowns, $1 million smiles. They also hit up Vegas a lot, mixing business with pleasure.
Jay-Z's mistress, Cathy White. Buckle up. On August 28th, 2011, Beyonce announced her pregnancy at the MTV VMAs.
And everywhere Cathy went, she turned heads. Sources say she was the one pulling in big-name ballers and top-dollar celebs like it was nothing. Cathy didn't just show up. She shut it down every time. Things got real messy when Cathy found out she was pregnant. For a young woman, having her first baby should have been the happiest time of her life. But instead, it was full of fear and silence.
Corey, I'm talking about Cathy White,
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's,
pregnant mistress,
yeah.
who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm.
Jay-Z allegedly told her straight up, if she told anyone, he'd cut her off completely. Now let's add some more chaos to the timeline. This was right around the time Beyonce got the good news that she was expecting Blue Ivy, after dealing with heartbreaking miscarriages. So you already know, it would have been disastrous if word got out that Jay had another woman pregnant at the same time. That kind of scandal, it would have set the internet on fire and blown their perfect image to pieces. But Cathy, she was done hiding. Sources say she was tired of living in the shadows just to protect someone else's empire. She wanted to talk about her baby. She wanted to live out loud, not be a secret. That's when, allegedly, she gave Jay an ultimatum. Step up publicly, or she'd go all the way public with receipts about the affair. That's when things hit panic mode. Insiders claim Jay went into full control mode, doing everything he could to make sure Cathy never told her side of the story. He wasn't about to let his empire take that kind of hit. But here's the twist. Cathy had already reached out to journalist Liz Crokin. Liz was supposed to publish a tell-all piece about the entire situation. Cathy was ready to air it all out. No more filters, no more secrets. And guess what? Just last year, Liz Crokin came forward and dropped some wild accusations against Jay-Z. And it sounds like Cathy's story still hasn't been fully silenced. Once Diddy's legal chaos hit the spotlight, Liz Crokin came for Jay-Z hard. She blasted him in a series of heated tweets, accusing him of having blood on his hands and claiming he'd eventually pay for what happened to Cathy White. She didn't hold back at all. One tweet even said, "It's only a matter of time before that spirit-cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay's got murderers. I would know, he's evil to the core." She wasn't just talking smoke either. She added, "I pray there will be justice for Cathy White. The false idols will keep falling, mark my words." And then came the bombshell tweet. "I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died, was murdered. I know everything. I know what you did. So go F yourself, Jay-Z. There will be justice for Cathy White." People were shook, especially since she dragged Diddy's name into it too. She hinted that maybe Diddy had a hand in helping Jay-Z handle the situation. That's when the conspiracy theories really started catching fire. See, most people never fully believed that Cathy just died from a random brain aneurysm. Yeah, those can hit out of nowhere. But come on, a young, healthy 28-year-old woman? It didn't sit right. Too many questions. And if that sounds familiar, it's because it is. The same weird energy surrounded Kim Porter's death, another woman tied to Diddy, who passed from what they claimed was lobar pneumonia. But just like Cathy, Kim seemed totally fine to people around her before everything went left. Now, folks are wondering, were these really coincidences? Or is there something darker at play? Kim Porter had been feeling a little under the weather, just a regular cold. Nothing that should have taken her life. But just like Cathy, Kim was reportedly planning to expose the man she was involved with, Diddy. Word is she was they're about to go wild with what's on that tape. Now here's where things take another wild turn. People are whispering that Jay-Z's plotting to do what Russell Simmons did. Dip out to a country with no U.S. extradition laws, trying to vanish until the heat from Diddy's case cools off. But the bigger question is Beyoncé still riding with him? Rumors been swirling that she's quietly planning her own exit strategy. Between those world tours and the silence on social media, it's got people wondering if she's already making her moves behind the scenes. One thing's for sure, this story's far from over, and the power couple might be standing on a crumbling foundation. She's launching new products, putting her kids in the spotlight, and setting them up early, just in case they want to step into the entertainment game too. To a lot of folks, it's looking like Beyoncé's already plotting her next chapter, maybe even her exit plans. What do you think about all this? Is Jay-Z about to follow Diddy into that courtroom? Or worse, a jail cell? And is Beyoncé really gonna stick around to watch it all go down? Drop your thoughts in the comments.